Hey guys, um, I just thought that maybe, you know, I just like Island Time. It's this game on Oculus Quest, and if you haven't heard about it, which you probably haven't, it's this game where, well, you're basically on an island. Well, the story is you were on a boat, you accidentally went forward, hit a rock, just like the Titanic, but it was a rock. And you're on this island with your friend Crab. Forgot what his name was. Carl, if you're watching this, I swear. I don't know if that's his name, but Krabby, if you're watching this, please forgive me. But there's just five. There's like you're on an island. There's coconuts. You have a watch on your left arm. It's amazing. It's killer and it's stylish. There's a shark that comes around. There's krakens, there's fish, there's golden fish, there's a ton of things. Daily crates, wood, and you can make spears with bamboo and rocks. Did you know that? Because I didn't. Anyway, here's five. Well, here's what you actually came for. These are five updates that I think Island Time developers and creators should add. Number one is the Cozy Cost update, where you get to actually start with a basic backpack. And once you get really good at the game, you'll eventually be able to get the second island. It will appear out of the ground with a rumbling sound like that. I'm not very good at making impressions. Um, Then there will be a shop in the second island, and here's the cool part. You can sell stuff, like all of your stuff. Like if you have like bamboo, that's like for $1 or $2. I don't know how much this stuff is gonna cost, but it's probably gonna be more than just $2. And you could just buy like wood and stuff, and bamboo, and tons of stuff, and a lot of stuff, and wood. And then you could buy a house when you get really good at selling stuff. And eventually, you can just do that. Like, that's your whole life. You're inside of your house now. That isn't that. That's more than you could ask for. Going out, your little logs on the water. That's amazing. Come on. There's nothing better than that. Except when you get to the second update. Uh, Islands don't stop there in the second update. This one is called the filling update. This is where there will be more islands, which is why the islands don't stop. There will eventually be a lot of ponds with a ton of fish in all of there. And if you go back to the shop, you might notice that there's a little something that's a little bit off. Is Did you get it? It's a fish trap. I'm pretty sure you didn't get it, but it's fine. The fish trap will be able to catch all the fish in that pond, and that's why it's called the filling update, because you can catch at least up to 200 fish. Well, it will take 5 days. It's gonna take like a whole entire month in that game to get there. So you're probably not gonna get 200 fish. But if you do get there, nice job. I'm congratulating you. Creator, if you're watching this is just a few of my ideas that I want you to add. So the third one is the secrets update. When you get your first pond, there might be a waterfall. Yes, a beautiful waterfall. That would be pretty cool, right? You're probably like, okay, well, what's the point of a waterfall? I mean, there's a pond already, and the pond is way better. But this will catch you off guard because you can actually go inside of that waterfall. Spoiler alert! And once you go inside, there will be a super cool golden chest. And if it's just like a normal chest and it's just made out of wood, it doesn't have that much good stuff. Gold is pretty good, and diamond is extremely good, and ruby is the best. They'll have fish and money and other stuff. I don't know, like wood. I don't know. I mean, wood is helpful for me. I like fish as well, but there will be other secret places that I do not know how to think of because I made so many updates. So I don't know. If the creator's watching this, then he could just see all of those things, I guess. So it's up to you to make the updates, but the fourth update, the multi-millionaire update. This is a fun update because you'll be able to buy yourself a second house. And I don't mean another house, I mean a level 2 house. One that's kind of modern. It could be white. And now there's a color customizer inside of your house. So guess what? You get to customize your own house. That is super awesome. I'm pretty sure it is. And there's no more flying squawky birds. You could put all your stuff in there without them trying to get in. And the reason why it's so fun is because the game is super hard. Yeah, it's super hard beyond this point. You can buy yourself better inventory, which is where all your money and your stuff goes when you get money. So if you didn't notice and you're not looking at this, you're going to have to look at something like a YouTube thing. But you start with a backpack now, and if you grab it on your back like this, you can get this backpack where if you just you can just put it on the ground, I guess. And then just like hold it like this and then grab it. There'll be your money inside of there. So don't worry. You didn't get scammed if you sold all of your fish. And the reason why this game is hard, well, I didn't mention it before, and I'm sorry about that. But this is where you get to make some friends. And I don't mean like the crab. And I don't mean like the shark or the kraken. No. I mean like actual friends. So you would start an island across from somebody, and the other person would start from an island across you. You guys would basically have the same exact island, but there's gonna be two. So I just thought it would be cool if you guys could add that. And this is the biggest update in the world that I've ever updated in the whole entire world of updates. Probably not as big though. Number 5. Okay, this is a crazy update because it has so much stuff. So I hope you guys like farming, and you're probably like, there's only fish and those starfishes that we can eat, and coconuts, and also the birds. That's all you can eat though. I mean, come on, that's not that fun, but the farming update will change all of that. I know by this update, you already know what it says and how this is going to turn out. But in the farming update, just in case you didn't know, the farming update allows players to craft hoes using 2 bamboo. I don't know how you make that. Is it like bamboo here, bamboo there, and then you make a hoe? That's what I thought. So then if there's going to be islands and they're going to be plain old boring now, okay? But you can use that hoe of yours to hoe down the ground. And then you're like, oh, well, we need seeds. How are we going to get seeds? Oh, no. Well, I'm pretty sure if you weren't looking at the updates and you have no idea that there's now a farming shop. And if you look at the farming shop, you could buy seeds. Amazing. There is wheat seeds, pumpkin seeds, chocolate seeds. You can make a cookie with those. And a ton of others that I don't want to mention because I don't care right now. Because this is wasting, because that would waste a lot of time. We're just talking about seeds. You plant those seeds, and if you go back to the wheat farm, you'll notice that there's a baker. Well, with a baker, you're probably wondering, oh, what can I make with a baker? Okay, just kind of like Minecraft. If you get 3 wheat that is already grown, which is, if you want to take the wheat, just don't grab it with your hands. You have to use the hoe to grab the wheat. All right? You don't have yeah, that's all. To grab the wheat stuff and stuff, like you could grab the wheat with your hands, but if you use the hoe, it's just like it just pops out of the ground. Geez, there's a lot on this list. Anyway, you can go to the shop. Wait, did I already say that? Just like in Minecraft, you can get 3 wheat and you could put it inside of the baker and if you press the red button inside of your house, because it's inside their house, you can make bread. And bread is definitely, it's like as filling as 2 cooked fish. So it's much better. And, well, it might be as good as 3 cooked fish. I don't know. It might be a little bit more filling than a cooked chicken and half a goldfish. But I don't know. For the pumpkin seeds, you don't need to put it. You don't for the pumpkin when it's grown, you don't really need to take it out or do anything with it. You could just eat it as it is. But you do need like a spear, and then if you put it in the middle, you'll get like 7 slices of watermelons, and you could just eat that one. Yummy. There's also a lot of other stuff like from the farming place. You can get the farming expansion. I just now told you about expansions, which is pretty awesome. Isn't that is super awesome, okay? You get the expansion, and then you can get all of these like you can get the farming expansion with the farm. Then you can put a farm on your house. And then you're probably going to notice once you buy that, there's going to be a ton and I say a ton of different animals. The one that you really want to buy is probably the cow. Yeah, I would buy the cow. The cow would go, she would just be right there, sitting in that farming place. You're like, okay, well, the farm and cow, and what am I do with that? So now there's a bucket that I just told you about, and I forgot to tell you about. I'm sorry for that, but now there's a bucket, and you can just use the bucket. Use the bucket. Yeah, just use the bucket. This bucket is useful because I see some of you YouTubers just grabbing, like they put the wood there with the fish, and then they light it up, and then once the fish are cooked, they grab all the fish, and then they grab the fire and quickly toss it into the ocean. Well, here's what the bucket does. The bucket allows any body of like liquid or something, like if you find lava, yeah, you can get lava, but you could just pour it, like just use the bucket, grab the water, and then you could splash it onto the fire, and then it just goes out. And you don't have any risk of burning your hands, okay? I don't even know why you thought of that. But, yeah, you can also use the bucket to get milk from the cows. And that's basically where this video ends. I'll have more tomorrow or later today. Either way. Alright, so that's all the updates. And creator, if you're watching this, please consider making any of these updates. At least one, or two, or three, or all of them.